Hello again, mortal. Surprised to see me? Maybe not so much. I've noticed you've been returning to this park on the odd occasion in the last week. Were you hoping I would eventually show up again for another chat? Have you grown curious of the reality only just recently revealed to you? Well, since our last encounter, things have changed. The bloodlust of my kind has dramatically increased. You could say there's been some kind of awakening. It's made my kind hunt for human flesh and crave human blood far more than usual. It's been amplified by some unknown factor, at least unknown to most. I think I know what the cause is, or more specifically, who. There was a reason I contacted you. I could sense or feel a difference in your blood. There's an ancient prophecy many of my kind have spoken of for thousands of years, a prophecy that states one mortal individual shall change the course of history, change the path of my species. I'm not one to concern myself with such prophecy, but I shall say it's rather curious. I've spent many years studying in the libraries back in our crypt, many years reading of your kind, learning of your history and of our ancient, hidden history buried deep within yours. But this is one thing I've never truly looked into. I may have to look into it much further than I ever have before in my long and exhausting time here upon this earth. I'm very old, you see. Very old. I've maintained my youth through exercising my mental abilities and through the curse, the plague, the condition that is my vampirism. But you see, in spirit I'm still a young soul. There are many of my kind that wither away with age. They die a second death in a way. They lose their minds, lose concept of who they once were and who they grew to be. I aim never to reach such a point in my life, for I never aim to expire. Anyway, it may have come to your attention that the amount of people around you has slowly dropped lately. Maybe you simply thought it was a busy time of the year for you mere mortals. Perhaps everyone is just home or at work, you may assume, but I assure you, it's the bloodlust. It's not you mortals who are busy. We're the busy ones. And within the next few months you'll come to see that a sizable chunk of your local population has vanished, seemingly into thin air. Well, my mortal, at least you'll know the truth, and don't think for a second that anyone would believe you. How do you think us vampires have gotten away with this for so very, very long? Even with the advances in modern technology, we're still undetectable, still silent, and many of your kind act that we never change, evolve, learn. Well, we do. We aren't old worldly in the sense of being incompetent. We're certainly competent with what we're doing, and we know how to stay away from such basic, primitive technologies as a CCTV camera, or even that of thermal detection. We don't get warm, you see. We have to create an illusion when out in public. The illusion that we're warm. Regardless, just know that we blend in nicely. Which brings me on to my thoughts of your movements in the last few weeks. On edge, are we? Fear that I could have jumped down upon you at any moment, taken you out of this life and, well, into a new one? I'm here now, mortal, and no, I'm not here to drink that delicious liquid being pumped around your body this very instant. I'm here to talk to you, discuss with you, learn about you up close. You see, I've never talked to a mortal while in this form. I've never revealed my condition to a mortal, nor has one ever seen me in such a unsightly way. My skin, yes, is pale. My eyes, yes, are red. I do have fangs, that is true. And yet you don't run. Perhaps you're paralyzed with fear, or perhaps you've grown too desensitized by the world and its new media. Many years ago, well, for me it doesn't seem like long, but for you, well, it's a lifetime ago. People would go to the cinema and faint, collapse at the sight of the mere reveal of a scary face. Yet now, well, an entire film can be made up of vampires and other otherworldly creatures, and no one bats an eyelid. Your generation, or, well, the entire population of the Earth today, seem to be much more adaptable, soft, far more conditioned into a world of fear and, well, danger. But I suppose that's just your form of entertainment, isn't it? Your media news. Regardless of where you're seeing it, you're still seeing things that many generations ago would be unheard of around the globe. And there are beasts that you should be scared of. But that's for another time, mortal. I fear I may be seen with you by one of my kind snooping the area. There are many of us lately. Farewell for now, mortal. We shall speak another time.